Peace and blessings, people. Peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. On this Sabbath. What's good with it, Israel? Hotel. What's good with it, my melanated people that's scattered all over the four corners of this planet we call Earth, man? This is your boy, Azakar, bringing that heat like I always do. Bring you that flame out that oven. Coming straight up out that volcano. It's coming too. So please. Please feel free. You already know what it do. HBO, hit that Cash App up or that PayPal if you feel so. Yeah, yeah. I did a video, man. I should follow up on it. What's my name? What's my man name? I should make sure it's clear. Yeah, Morgan Waller. About catching the flame, you know what I'm saying? Catching this from everywhere. But uh, but what's so crazy is I'm getting, people in my comment section, and they ain't black. Matter of fact, I got a whole bunch of people didn't like the video, and I love it. Motherfucker think I look like Snoop Dogg. That trips me out. That trips me out. But I have some people say that everybody use the word, man. Everybody uses it. Listen here, man. You want to use that word, but what does that word originate from? I don't like using it. I don't. It's conditioned in me, and every black person that knows about that, it is conditioned in them. Now, this word was given to their great great grandfathers before they were even brought into this world. So, for other people to be like, "Oh, it's cool to say that," "Oh, yeah, yeah, I can say that, I can say that," but see, you hypocritic motherfuckers, you hypocrites would not want to take on that action of being that individual, so-called a nigga. You don't want none of that flame. You don't want to get the police. You don't want to be followed by the police. You don't want the credit score to be, scanned. You don't want the people holding their purses, clenching purses when you come around. You don't want to be segregated, living in a different side of the town. You don't want none of that heat. You don't want none of the self-hatred that we have amongst each other, but it's conditioned by a real evil scientist. And some people are just so blind to the fact. I'm gonna say 69 say the word. Who the fuck is 69? Better be glad I ain't blazing y'all damn names on this motherfucker, but y'all with that bullshit. With that bullshit. And Black Lives Matter, it ain't for us any goddamn way. So I'm just throwing that shit on out there. All right, if you're mad, go suck a piece, suck a titty, whatever you need to go do. Don't care. Don't care. But anyway, I digress. Copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is prohibited by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, personal use tips and the balance in the favor of use or fair use. Oh boy, where can I begin? Where can I begin? Oh yeah. Baby gotta cook all your boy, man. Van Jones. Van Jones is on The View. And this is the same man, dude. Oh my god. This is just my reaction. I don't know how I ain't really do research on the man, nothing like that. Just throwing it out there. But me, my first impressions of him is this man crying on national TV that Donald Trump is out the office and we have Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. This man is crying out of happiness. I don't know if it was me or what. I just wasn't feeling that shit. I wasn't feeling that shit whatsoever. Man, goddamn, man. Brothers already look docile, man, especially in somebody else arena, the political arena anyway. I don't understand why black people want to get their own, do their own thing. But the Views co-host Sonny Hostin and Anna Navarro confront guest Van Jones. People in the black community don't trust you anymore. Ooh, Lord, this is February 5th, 10:38 a.m. Frequent CNN contributor to Democrat Van Jones might have thought he was entering friendly territory by visiting ABC's The View yesterday. Given his across the aisle collaboration with conservative co-host Meghan McCain on the new documentary, The Reunited States. But co-host Sonny Hostin and Anna Navarro had other points of view. One mama holla. People in the black community don't trust you anymore. Hostler told y'all. Who is she? This woman told who's black. Hostler said that Jones was perceived to be playing a political opportunist, a chameleon, a provider of racial coverage of the former President Donald Trump and has spoken frequently about Trump. Mm-mm-mm. Boy, we finna cook on this right quick, man. But it's just crazy, man. They got in his ass.
Executive produced this documentary, The Reunited States, clever title. Tell us what it's all about and why you two chose to collaborate on this.
Well, some people would say the United States was never united enough in the first place, so the title is deliberately somewhat provocative. But it's an attempt to show people who are coming from very different places actually interacting with each other. There's a family that's from a more conservative background who actually gets out of their bubble, and they start meeting people across the country, and they learn there's a whole bunch of happening out there that they were not aware of. And again, I think Meghan and I, look, we're both strong partisans. We're not perfect people. There's no perfect people in the country. But we do know that there's a lot more good out there and a lot more goodwill out there that's getting any attention. We just want to lift that up and make sure that people can see some of the beauty in the country as well.
Van, I've always believed there was more good in this world, but as of late, in the last, I don't know how many months, even my positivity has started to erode. But seeing this documentary gave me the biggest heart hug, and I say that for anyone out there that believes that we don't have other options. We have to talk. There has to be unity. You must see this documentary. I cried, but I went to sleep so excited and hopeful after watching this. And I a big compliment to both you and Meghan. This was really good work. And one of the Americans profiled in this documentary is Susan Bro, whose daughter Heather Heyer was killed when a white supremacist rammed into a group of counter protesters in Charlottesville back in 2017. Let's take a look at the clip.
My daughter was not a leader. She was not a known activist. He just drove into a crowd.
Now, before I even let this little play, man, you see how this shit rolling, right? You see how this shit rolling, right? They want this old kumbaya moment while shit just steady mo be happening. Now, I ain't the author of this shit. The shit is real, you know. I ain't always talking about race shit just because, you know what I'm saying, just on GP. But shit, it is what it is on that. And you got these motherfuckers out here acting like punks. Punks on the airway. Getting in their feelings. Like Brother Malcolm said, you throw a rock into a herd of dogs, and the one that says, oh, oh, that's the one you done hit with the spirit of truth that came out your mouth. And they don't like it. They don't like it. But go and listen to this little story, man. They gonna hit you with. Oh man, don't tell me this shit trip, man. Well, anyway, I guess the daughter, the person died or whatnot. I want you to get to old girl. She's confronting Van Jones about his almost hypocrisy. You know what I mean? You can't be playing both sides if you're gonna be out here doing what it do. No, play my shit. We're having some technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Technical difficulties. We're gonna be right back. In a fruit. In a fruit. In a fruit. Y'all sleep good last night? I know I did. I slept good as hell. But yeah, they in Van Jones' ass though. Talking about he in so many words, a hypocrite. See, this shit is pissing me off now. I tell you what, now let me go out of here. See, every time brother be trying to spit that truth, it be that bullshit to go off. It be that bullshit to go on. Hold on, from find. Do 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 do. But yeah, man, you know, Van. It's Van playing both parts. You know, cause they went in and when he, you know, taking pictures with Trump's son. What's the Candace on? But hey, I will beat the hell out of Candace on. I will tear Candace Owens up. Yeah, we got it more right here. Yeah. Now we're back in bed. Now we're back in bed. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. But they was in his ass though. Let me stop this shit. Go and play this shit. But he claimed his entire life had been bringing about people together to solve tough problems for the people at the bottom who don't have anything. That's what Jones, his standpoint on it was. And his support for the prison reform and the release of prisoners of color necessitated working with Republicans. You know, I don't like the term of color. Stop that. That means you being racist against everybody else who have a different hue than white folks. That's stupid. That is real stupid, and people really fall for that shit. Oh, we have a woman of color. You know, y'all put yourself on a low level like that, or is it just me? Navarro, anti-Trump Republican, wasn't convinced in 2016. She said, "You and I were probably the two most vocal critics of Trump during the campaign on CNN, to the point where it was reported that Jared Kushner went and met with executives at our parent company and asked that you and I be fired." and all of a sudden you show up working with nepotism Barbie and nepotism Ken. Ooh, Lord. And showing up in pictures with Eric Trump and with Candace Owens. And so I think there are people wondering, and I'm one of them, how did the evolution happen? How did you go from being this very principled critic of the Trump administration, as I was, to all of a sudden being in the White House celebrating with them and posing with pictures with Candace Owens? Can you explain your evolution to the people who are puzzled by it? She went in. She went in. He hollered, there's no evolution. When Obama was office, I was working with the Newt Gingrich. I was working with Republicans then to get people out of prison. When you're in federal prison, you don't go get the vote. You don't be on Twitter. You have an opportunity. You have no opportunity to impact what's going on. He continued that refusing to work with Trump would have been about me rather than about people in prison. I was a person who was willing to go there, and I did it with every president to get people at home for prison. Jones said. But oh girl, like you took smiling pictures with Candace Owens. She shot back, referring to the black conservative who supported Trump and the harsh critic of BLM. I'm not cool, BLM. Do you not? Do you not regret that? Do you see nothing in giving her legitimacy? Oh man, it's just crazy, crying. But leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. Like the video, share, and subscribe. Like the video, share, and subscribe. Peace to the Father Haggerty's, man. These people crazy.